My people, on top news wey dey circulate and e don reach us live and direct like this, e don dey give us mixed reactions on every single thing wey dey take happen inside the palace. So Olori Mariam's ex-husband has seen it deemed fit that he storms the palace, and this time around that he has entered the palace, it is no funny thing at all, because before now everybody was beginning to think that it is bribe that this man needs, that he is not coming down and all of those things. But at a very long run, we are beginning to understand that it is far beyond bribe. It is far beyond any single thing that had to do with himself. He just wanted only to have an understanding and have a knowledge of the woman he has gotten married to. But remember when this man kept on making waves and other things, it was like, is it no money in it? It became more like the same thing Temitope's husband did. Because when Temitope's husband stormed the palace, he was on an opinion that the Ooni settles him, because the Ooni took away the love of his life. At first he came dragging that Temitope left children, grown-up children, very very little children. So how does Temitope want the children to survive? That was how he started. From there, he now boosted into the Oni took away the love of his life. It's best the Oni settles him so that he can go quietly. And Oni even trying to settle any of these women's husband is an implication upon his life. It is more like what he's bribing them to go away. That means he took their wives and then now he's paying them off to stay away, and nobody would want to bear that name. Not even the Oni himself would want to bear that kind of name. So right now that this man have come out again, it is beginning to be an eye opener. Yes, it's beginning to be an eye opener to the Oni. So right now the man is saying that Olori Mariam did not change. All those people that were saying that this woman have changed, though she's now a better person, she has become someone so different, it's a lie. The woman did not change at one bit. She did not even change at all. She's just that very same person they knew. She's that very same person that has always been causing problem. She's that same person who has always dragged people around, who has always made sure that there is no peace. And those were the things that Olori Mariam's husband, was going through. Those are the things that he was facing. Those are the things that he was experiencing with this woman before she left him. Those are the things. And when he cried out, everybody was like, he's overdoing. And when Mariam chose to, get married to the Ooni of Ife, everybody was like, Mariam is changed, so this man should not ruin her marriage and all of those things. But today the man has come out to tell the Oni that if only the Oni did his research right, if only the Oni looked into this matter in a more critical way, if only the Oni had considerations that, okay, let me investigate. You had a previous marriage. What happened that you left the marriage? What was the condition between you and your husband? The Oni would have known at some point that Olori Mariam have never lived a peaceful life. The question now is, the only at some point he thought or he felt that this woman will change. Yes, with every single thing that was happening, the only believed that this woman would change. And even if these women don't get to change, they would learn from their mistakes and they will become better human beings. That was the only's perception. So if at some point the only did not take all those drastic actions that people were expecting him to take, the Oni was hoping on something. Now when we talk about the Oni, we speak with confidence, because this man is a man who is matured at heart. Look at when they are Iyabo Ojo and the rest, the women who acted the Real Housewives of Lagos, came to visit the Oni in the palace. If you could go back and listen to the conversation he had with them, then it will tell you that this man is so educated, matured and civilized. He knows exactly what he's up to. So with all of these things coming up, it is no crime that a husband believes that my wife will change. It is no crime that a husband feels that, yes, my wife will get better. In fact, she will completely change from what she's doing. It is no crime. But right now, what Olori Mariam's ex-husband is trying to portray is that the Oni did not do his investigations right, or else he would have been off this whole drama from Olori Mariam. And the man is still going further to tell the Ooni that the Ooni has not even seen anything from Mariam. Or Mariam is capable of a million things that the man doesn't know about. She's capable of so many things, so many things. And if this man just keeps on giving it a deaf ear, that is how she would continue. And the man is still saying that even when she tried correcting, even when she tried making Miriam understand that this very thing you are doing is wrong, this particular thing like this, it is not right, the woman did not in any way at all listen to him. No, she didn't listen to him. So right now what is happening, it is beginning to be more like the Oni is in regret. Well, we haven't heard from the Oni, so let's not draw conclusions yet. But it is more now like if only the Oni had, taken a deeper step above love. Okay, every woman the Oni has married is out of love. That is why when we talk about love today, we see how much he is proving to people that he loves Olori Naomi. We see how more he's proving his love on daily basis to Olori Naomi. But that still, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there because as time progresses, love does not become the only criteria you marry a woman. Now, if only the Only went ahead to, make a little inquiries. Miriam had a marriage. Okay, what happened that she left the marriage, and at least all of those things, then today we would have avoided a million things that are happening in the palace. Miriam fighting people up and down, all of these her anger management issues, that she keeps vandalizing things, she keeps destroying, she keeps doing every single thing. Now Olori Naomi has become her top competitor, and all of these things, they would have been avoided. But at the end of it, we will not blame the Ooni totally. Yes, Miriam is living the life she has chosen to live. Yes, she has brought so much shame, so much disgrace, so much talks upon the palace, but this is entirely her decision. But one of the things she doesn't know is that if she leaves the palace today, the palace will continue running peacefully. Even if there is still drama, even if people are still doing all the things they want to do, if she gets to leave the palace today, the palace will still run to the best of its ability. We just hope she gets to know that part, and then she calms down on all that she's doing. Because if a matter happens in the palace today, if everybody does not talk about it, but Miriam comes up, like she comes out bluntly to express her anger, and then this woman needs anger management to a point that she herself knows that yes, I need anger management because it has become so uncontrollable. Yes, and at this point, let's wait patiently and see how this whole matter will play out, because her husband coming out that he thought he was the only one she was doing this thing to, but right now it is a life this woman have chosen to live because she's doing the same thing in the palace. So let's wait and see what the Ooni will say. At most times the Ooni doesn't talk, but let's wait and see what he will say about this matter.